So the broader market is taking a dump right now, but is there a chart that shows us XRP might actually be on the verge of breaking out? That's what I want to discuss, along with some news that I actually want to take a look at. Is it real? Should we be excited about it? Or is it just nonsense that is floating around? Remember, here on this channel, I want to bring you guys both sides of the coin. Yes, the bullish, but also potentially the bearish, or at least in the middle, so we can actually make money from crypto rather being a constant moon boy for no reason. All right, so if you appreciate that, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button. And if you think I should give away something for you guys subscribing, let me know down there in the comment section. I'm thinking maybe in a month's time or at the end of the month or something, I can pick out someone who is subscribed and give them something. So let me know what it should be in the comment section, and make sure if you want to win whatever it is, you subscribe, and let's jump straight into it. So first of all, I'm seeing this news float around on Twitter. Dubai just did what the rest of the world talks about. They started tokenizing real estate on the XRP ledger. Yes, it's real. The pilot is live and it could change everything. Now, I went and dug into this, and first of all, of course, I asked Grok, and Grok says, yes, Dubai does have a history of embracing blockchain technology, and they are testing out something, but is it on the XRP ledger? Well, nothing I could find has anything to do with the XRP ledger, personally. There are two things that are happening, though. We do have Dubai breaks ground as the first city to allow cryptocurrency for government payments. Plus, XRP is a regulated crypto in the UAE. The only one from my understanding. So those two things together, but I can't find anything here that says that they're running tokenization of real estate on the XRPL. Let me know if you guys can find that. But I think the important thing here is that we shouldn't just blindly follow anything we see on the internet. That includes my videos, it includes Twitter, it includes wherever you get your information. Make sure you get your own information and you come up with your own plans, strategies, and all of that. If you want help coming up with a crypto strategy for yourself, we have the Crypto Strategy School linked in the description. You get so much alpha and so much benefit from this. You even get my trades as well that I'm doing. You get trades of Tyler, Aaron, who are influencers, 4 full-time coaches, and so much more. But guys, come up with your own plans and theses. Don't blindly follow what you see on the internet. Now, I also see people here saying, well, why doesn't this affect the price? If we get such good news, why is XRP's price in fact down? And like, guys, things like this, you have to understand are bigger picture sort of ideas, right? The XRP being used doesn't necessarily mean people are going to flood like wildfire into the 3rd largest crypto. But it's good news and it's good rails for retail to potentially understand and see where XRP could go and want to invest into that future. Now, looking at our trades, we can see right now Solana and ETH are our newest adds, and they are both in a loss right now. I did just add to my Ethereum trade, and I'm waiting to see how the market plays out here on Solana. I may add to it, but I'm going to wait to see what is coming. I do believe that this pullback is a little bit overblown. I do think I know why this is happening. So if we take a look at Bitcoin's chart, we can see we pushed up to $107,000 last night, and then we got very sharply rejected from that. Right now, we're playing with a previous support zone and a previous resistance zone. So we're going to have to see what Bitcoin does here. Does it continue to break down from here, or does it break up from our resistance? From my point of view, this looks like a bull flag to me. You guys can interpret it however you want. So I would expect us to potentially come down to as low as maybe 99, 100K. If we went down to 100K, I'd expect a wick below it to liquidate as many people as possible, and then we could potentially break out something like that. So I'm waiting patiently, but so far this very sharp rejection is not great for the short term, in my opinion. But let's see what happens. Now, why is this happening? Well, if we take a look at the overall stock market, we see S&P 500, Dow Futures, NASDAQ all down about 1%. Why is this happening? Because of the Moody's downgrade. I think the market is not happy with this downgrade. They're a little bit worried how Monday might open over in New York. But I think people are missing the bigger picture. The S&P 500 and another company downgraded the United States. This was back in, 2011 or something here. And then we also had, what was it called? Let me see if I have it written down. We have Finch, Fitch, also downgraded it in 2023. So I think people are missing the point here a little bit. What they should be focusing on is, according to BlackRock, there is trillions of dollars idle right now as the market is worried because of the volatility. There is also US savings rates at some of the highest points ever, while the market of Bitcoin is actually close to all-time highs. While the S&P 500, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq are almost back to their highs, but they're back to where they were at the very start of this year. People are missing out on this. This is what happens time in and time out, right? People miss out on the gains because they're too scared, panicking down here. So smart money, big money comes in and buys this up. The market goes up, and then guess what? Retail and dumb money start piling in when we're back to all-time highs. So right now, I just think it's a little bit of a jitter, and I do think we're going to continue higher. However, I could be wrong. Pay attention to this death cross that we were looking at. The death cross came in right at the bottom here, and we have broken above our 200 MA, which is exactly what we did back in 2022. We were above it for about 9 days before breaking down another, I think, 20% or so. Let's see how high we went and how low. Yeah, 24% from that breakout. So right now, very similar to the breakout we had there, a little bit stronger, but if we're losing a little bit of steam already, we may see the same thing. So take a look at your portfolios, take a look at your XRP holdings, your low leverage trades if you're doing that, your high leverage trades, whatever it is you're doing, can you sustain the downside? Maybe is right now a time to be taking profits or at least preparing for a potential downside. Maybe you think that the market is just going to explode from where we are right now and you want to bolster those positions on this pullback. That should be things that you are considering right now because we don't know where we may end up. Now, if we do look at XRP's price, let's zoom in a little bit. We see a pretty similar candle formation to what we saw with Bitcoin, although XRP did go significantly higher about a week ago. So right now we're playing with this liquidity zone. And if you were looking for a trade, of course, right now is a significantly better time to buy or trade long XRP than it is up here, in my opinion, right? Because people go long at resistance and then they sit in a loss down here, they panic and then they sell. And that further pushes the price down. But so far, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. This all looks relatively bullish for me. And really, as long as we hold above $2, $2.06, I still think this uptrend is intact. You can see here, we almost retested this previous support. So if something similar happens here, we could come down to as low as $2.10, $2.08, something like that before making our move to the upside. Now, we do have Crypto Insights UK saying, although the markets are pulling back, the XRP is sending against its ETH pair. This is exactly what happens pre-XRP manic move back in November. So this could be signaling a big push to the upside as XRP is breaking out against Ethereum, which is of course normally the indicator of an alt season. Now, if we go and check the altcoin and Bitcoin season, we have been rejected from where we were and we didn't hold the support and we are heading down right now. But these things can change very quickly. You see, we spent a lot of time down here before heading upwards. And right here was November when XRP made its first move to the upside. So we may be seeing something playing out and we're before the actual big move right now. But I'll let you guys figure out what you think is happening. Of course, these videos should be used as the starting point for your research. And if you do want to trade, guys, my exchanges I'm using over on Blowfin. If you want to trade there, no KYC, no VPN, no personal details, and you can grab some XRP bonuses just for this community. So if you want a new exchange, you want to support the channel, and you want to have a place where you can trade XRP, spot market, futures market, or you want to check out the copy traders, all of the links for Blowfin are down there in the description. And guys, with that said, zoom out, chill out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.